Okay, so today we're going to do a cottage pie. You're going to need mince, potatoes, carrots, peas, butter, an egg, some milk, some beef granules, a stock cube, and an onion, and some Worcester sauce. And an optional is cheese and breadcrumbs for the topping. So we'll get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to need to do is peel the potatoes to get them on the parboil. So the potatoes I'm going to use half a bag, which is about 1.5 kilograms. Okay, so I'll peel these and come back. Okay, so the potatoes have been peeled. I'm just going to take any of the big ones and just cut them in half. Just so you don't, easier to mash, just, you know. So the next thing after this, we're going to peel the carrots. So when the carrots are peeled, we'll come back. Okay, so that's my carrots peeled. That's 1 kilogram of carrots. So what we're going to do now is just submerge the potatoes in water. Okay, so the potatoes just submerge them in water. I'm going to put them on a high heat. I'm going to parboil them. Probably will take about 40 minutes. So while we're waiting for that, the first thing, I'm going to cook my cottage pie in one of these metal pans with a metal handle, because you can cook this in the oven. If you don't have one of these, don't worry about it. You can transfer your mince into a casserole dish or something similar. So what we need to do now is dice 1 carrot. So just going to top and tail it. Cut it into manageable chunks. Slice it. And then just going to fine dice it. So you're just going to take your slices, cut the knife down them like that. Turn them around. And a really fine dice. So just repeat. Okay, so that's my carrots fine diced. So I'm going to put this here pan on hot. I'm going to take 1/4 mug of water. I'm just going to soften them carrots down. Just let the water completely evaporate till there's no water left in the pan. Okay, so while those wee carrots are softening down there, we're going to prep the rest of the carrots in a small saucepan. So we're just going to top and tail them as well. Now we're just going to cut them at an angle like this. Okay, so we're going to put a bit of salt into the potatoes. My carrots are cut now. We'll put a bit of salt in them as well. And a bit of salt into the pan for the mince mix as well. Okay, so these carrots have been sliced. We're going to add half a mug of water and a tablespoonful of butter. So it's half a mug full of water and a tablespoonful of butter. And just going to get some black pepper. Some black pepper in this as well. Okay, so you're not submerging the carrots with water. We're going to put a lid. And they're basically going to steam. The water's going to evaporate. When it evaporates, the butter will coat the carrots, so you'll have nice, nice cooked carrots. So we're going to put this on number 5. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is fine dice an onion. I'm going to peel it. Take the skin off. Just going to slice down. Turn it around, just as fine a dice as you can get. Okay, so my water in my carrots is boiling, so we're going to turn them right down to number 3. And the water's evaporated off the carrots now, they're softened down, so at this stage you want to add your onions. And add your mince as well. Okay, so on a high heat, we're just going to brown the mince. You don't need to add any oil to this because there's enough of the natural fat in the mince. We're going to brown the mince together with onions and carrots. The water's all evaporated, so this will brown up nicely. I just want to add a wee bit more salt at this stage. And we'll brown this off. Okay, so the mince has started to brown at this stage. We're going to add in a wee bit of Worcester sauce. To dash. And a wee bit more cracked pepper. And the stock cube, beef or chicken, don't really matter. For extra flavour, just going to break that into it. Now we're just going to continue browning this until it's nearly cooked. Okay, so at this stage my carrots are softened now, so I'm going to turn them completely off the heat. We're going to take a lid off just, and we're going to add a couple of handfuls of frozen peas. That's going to cool them down a bit, and also then you can just return them to heat when you need them. We'll leave it like that. I'm going to add some frozen peas into my cottage pie mix as well. And I'm going to add 3/4 of a mug of boiling water. So we're just going to stir this in. And I'm just going to let this mince simmer now for about 5 minutes. I'm going to turn it down to number 4, let it simmer. Okay, so it's 5 minutes, this has been simmering. It's fully cooked through now. So what we're going to do is bring it together with instant gravy granules. So we're just going to add a wee scattering at a time, give it a wee stir through till it thickens. Then we'll need to leave it to stand. They're still about 10 minutes away, these potatoes. So we're going to leave it to stand and firm up a little, and then we'll mash the potatoes and we'll top it. So again, just add until you just get it thick enough. At this stage you can taste it for seasoning as well, because once the potatoes go on top you'll not be able to taste it. Okay, so that's the mix ready to be topped with the potatoes. We're just going to let it cool down a little. Just pat it down and we'll let it sit till the potatoes are ready to mash. And that's as thick as you want it. Okay, so the potatoes are parboiled. Just going to strain them into a colander. And turn them back to the pot. Going to add a tablespoonful of butter, some salt, a good dash of milk, then we're just going to mash them. Okay, so we're just going to mash the potatoes as smooth as we can. Okay, so the potatoes are mashed smooth. We're just going to take an egg, crack it. I just want to lose the egg white, keeping the yolk. So just pour it from shell to shell. That's how you separate an egg. I'm just going to add that in. Okay, so that's your potatoes nice and smooth. You're just going to add them around the mince. Just dollop them, spread them out. If you put them all in one specific place, they'll sink. So just put that in. Okay, so as the potatoes evenly spread out, just going to take a fork, just go from the outside, just fork them down, making a wee pattern. Just then move it inside. Just going to fork them all down like this. Sealing all the edges. And the last stage is optional. I'm going to add some breadcrumbs. Just use fresh or dried if you have anything lying about. And I'm just going to scatter a little bit of cheese over it as well. Okay, so there you have it, folks. It's a cottage pie with carrots and peas. You can return this into the oven at a later stage of the day, about 160 degrees for about 40 minutes, just till it crisps up, and that's it.